Okay. So, hello everyone. First of all, thank you for being here today. I'm very excited to introduce myself and special speakers to be part of this incredible community. So, I'm Andrea Hayek. I'm a clinical dietitian and I'm a holistic health coach with over 10 years of experience. For the past 3 years, I've been fully dedicated to the world of biohacking and longevity, exploring innovative ways to enhance well-being and performance. I'm honored to be an ambassador for HealthGevity Nation here in Dubai, contributing to the global conversation on health and longevity. I'm also very passionate about helping people optimize their well-being through a holistic approach that blends nutrition, innovative strategies, wellness science, and to be honest, for me personally, health is more than just the physical. It's about nurturing the mind, body, emotional balance for lasting vitality. So I am here to help people unlock their full potential and live a vibrant, balanced life. Whether it's vitality, mental clarity, emotional well-being, all of it. I'm here to guide them every step of the way. Now, let me take a moment to introduce you to the incredible movement that I'm honored to be part of. So we have HealthGevity Nation. It is founded by Dr. Dana Marduk and Dr. Jose Luis Cordero. It's a global movement based on the Futurepreneurship concept dedicated to democratizing longevity and health by raising awareness and integrating cutting-edge health and longevity technologies into daily life. We are 44 ambassadors across 44 countries today. HealthGevity Nation brings together scientists, doctors, futurists, health enthusiasts to create this worldwide network focused on extending healthy lifespans. The initiative envisions residentially communities designed for longevity, featuring advanced health monitoring system, personalized nutrition, longevity clinics offering the latest longevity technologies. By also educating children in schools, students in universities, and older generation, HealthGevity Nation aims to revolutionize how societies approach health, aging, and well-being, ensuring that longevity becomes an accessible reality for everyone and everywhere. This incredible vision was founded by an extraordinary leader, Dr. Dana Marduk, and it is my honor to introduce him to you. So Dr. Dana is a visionary futurist, longevity expert, and the creator of Futurepreneurship, a pioneering concept that empowers individuals and businesses to actively shape the future. With a master's degree in nutrition, PhD in longevity, and a DBA, Dr. Marduk has helped hundreds of CEOs transition their businesses toward future-ready strategies. He is the founder of HealthGevity Nation, which is a global movement dedicated to democratizing longevity and integrating lifestyle intervention and cutting-edge health technologies into everyday life. As also an author, he has written 4 books, translated 7 books into 3 languages. His projects span from HealthGevity Journey, a luxury longevity cruise, to the innovative rehealth estate concept, merging the real estate with the longevity science. Passionate about educating the next generation, Dr. Marduk has conducted numerous workshops, courses on longevity and futurepreneurship at universities and schools, making a lasting impact in both academia and industry. Now, alongside Dr. Marduk, we have another remarkable visionary shaping the future of longevity and technology. Let me also introduce you to Dr. Jose Luis Cordero. So Dr. Jose is a futurist, engineer, economist, and transhumanist with a strong focus on longevity, artificial intelligence, and exponential technologies. He holds degrees from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and has worked with organizations such as the World Bank, Inter-American Development Bank, and Singularity University. He is also the director of the Millennium Project and serves on the advisory board of the International Longevity Alliance. Also, as an author, he has written numerous books on economics, politics, and energy. As a passionate advocate for life extension, he has authored the book The Death of the Death, which has been translated into 15 languages, promoting the idea that aging can be reversed and eventually eliminated. So Dr. Cordero is also the co-founder of HealthGevity Nation and an international speaker on the future of humanity, technological singularity, and the potential of human immortality through scientific advancements. Now, we would love to hear from you, and we have at the end of the session 15 minutes question for a Q&A session. So feel free to drop your questions in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer as many questions as we can. We have an exciting session ahead, so let's get started. And again, thank you for all being here today. So
Thank you.
I will
Thank
leave
you,
the
Andrea.
platform for
That was
Dr.
great.
Dana and Dr. Jose.
Thank you. All right. So, Dr. Cordero, please, you start. My mentor, my best friend, and my actually motivator for what we have been doing in the past 3 years together, and of course, what we will do in 2025 and on. So, yes, please go ahead.
Yes, it is my pleasure, Dana, to be with you on this fantastic initiative that you have been pushing, and with Andrea as our ambassador in Dubai, and with all the other friends in Dubai and elsewhere. I am also very excited that in about 40 hours, I travel to Qatar and then to Riyadh, to Saudi Arabia, where I will meet Dana and some other colleagues for the Evolution Foundation annual event, the Global Health Span Summit, where they will be announcing the 600 original participants in the X Prize for Biological Revolution in 2030. This is absolutely incredible. I am really excited about this. I believe this X Prize will have a major impact in our lives and in our industry, which will be the biggest industry in the world in the next decades. So it is fantastic that all of you are moving into this area. So here you see our t-shirts. Join HealthGevity, enjoy the journey. In fact, part of HealthGevity, and now that Dana is also living in Dubai, is to have our fantastic journey. We are going to have this cruise. You can see beautiful cruise. We are exploring different options, maybe beginning first in the Persian Gulf, in the Arab Gulf, and then the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. I love the Caribbean because I grew up in the Caribbean, but now I am closer to the Mediterranean. We will also have passports. We will have the HealthGevity passport. This is my beautiful HealthGevity passport that never expires because we will cure aging. So I will not expire, and my passport will not expire either. So forget about all passports. You know, I have many passports. I was born in Venezuela, so I have the original Venezuelan passport. Now I live in Spain and have the Spanish passport. But this is my important passport, the HealthGevity passport. This is our passport. All of us should have this because we are going to be living longer and longer. And again, remember to join us on our cruise, the first one of many, many, many ones. So talking about different things, also, I am organizing the biggest longevity conference in Spain. Spain is very important because it's the link between Europe and Latin America, as you know. So we will have many participants from all over Europe, from Latin America, from North America, and different parts of the world. This is our event. 2 days of tours and 2 days of conferences in beautiful Spain. We will also have a rally for longevity. We will have a march where we will be carrying balloons for stop aging, stop aging. In Spanish, stop envejecimiento. Because in International Longevity Alliance, where I am also one of the directors, we chose October 1st as Longevity Day. And so on October 1st, if you can read here, October 1st is Stop Aging Day. So if you join us, you will have your t-shirt saying that we are between the last mortal generation and the first immortal generation. So where do you want to be? Among the last people to die, or the first people to live indefinitely? So you have to join us also in Madrid. And if you are not familiar with this fantastic book that I wrote, The Death of Death, already uh, 10 editions in Spanish, several international editions like in English. It just came out in Chinese, new edition in Chinese. I'm really happy. And in this new edition, they changed the title. In Chinese, if you can read Chinese, here it says, From Longevity to Eternal Life. From longevity to eternal life. And then my dear friend, Dana Marduk, has done an incredible work, and he has actually translated the book in 2 languages, soon 3 languages. This is in Arabic. For those of you who can read Arabic, you can see more. And the book cover is so fantastic. I love this book cover. It's so beautiful, so unique, so different. And also in Persian. In Persian. I am so happy to have the book also in Persian and now in Kurdish and many more languages. Thanks to Dr. Dana Marduk. So we want to hear from you and the HealthGevity journey.
Thank you, Jose. Actually, this energy is something that I'm sure that our ambassadors, that I see some of them here, new people that we meet here, they feel in HealthGevity Nation. This is all about the positive energy toward the same goal that all we have. So thank you so much for your energy. And I will talk about some parts of your speaking about the passport and all of those things. So we have a lot to talk about it. So please, first of all, thank you so much for everyone to join us. And I want to share my file with you presentation. So very quickly, we'll go through a lot of plans that we have. Some of them we already have done it. Some of them we are in the middle of it. Some are some ideas. So we have a lot to do. And here we just want you to have an idea about HealthGevity Nation, what it is, what is not, what is our goal. And of course, if you think that your goals are aligned with our vision, so you can join us and to create a very vibrant community in Dubai that we are now. And people who are connecting tonight with from other countries, probably they can contact our ambassadors and they create their community in other countries. Or if we don't have an ambassador, much better, they can become our ambassador and later we'll send them the information. So let me just share the screen with you and start explaining everything. All right, so Andrea, just tell me if you can see the screen so I make sure. Okay, fantastic. Great. So let me start with actually the story very quickly, my story and my journey about longevity health and everything about it. So like 30 years ago, when I was 14, I started reading some science fictions. You see them, some of them like Jules Verne's, From the Earth to the Moon. And later the Isaac Asimov, the Fantastic Voyage, which was very amazing. And later the movies even was out with the cartoon. And after that, The Immortalist from Alan Harrington, which was amazing. So these books really shaped my mindset about life, death, and science, longevity, and later immortality even. So since I was very curious, I started to learn and read more and more about it. So I was thinking about, living a very long life, but I didn't know how. So until 2004, that I found a book by Ray Kurzweil and Dr. Terry Grossman, which Ray Kurzweil is a friend of Dr. Cordero in Singularity University, actually. And this book is about 7 steps, 7 bridges. And it says that you can live long enough to live forever. If we can live long enough in 1 or 2 decades, that's it. And we can pass actually, because we will have finally a cure for aging and a lot of aging related diseases. So this book also taught me a lot. And with the next book, actually, I found my way. In 2008, Ending Aging by Dr. Aubrey de Grey, which we had a podcast 2 months ago actually with him. And, it changed the whole trajectory of my life. academic and also professional. So I started learning and reading more. And I tried to actually, in 2010, I tried to create a community. So this is my first seminar in 2010. Actually, I was much fatter, actually. So I had a lot of weight. Then I was just about to start to change my life. So I started having some seminars, and I created a community called 123-Year Young Club. But then, I mean, 15 years ago, nobody, even the word longevity was not there. We called it anti-aging by then. So I worked a lot on that, but unfortunately, I could not find many people passionate about it. So I decided to continue my just, study and let's say research. And I came up actually with an idea since I had a company from 2012. So, and also I've been a member of World Future Studies Federation for the past 8 years. So I created a system called Futurepreneurship. I just mixed entrepreneurship with the future studies methodologies and strategic foresight and all of them. And I'm not going to talk about the details. I just want to tell you about the journey, and because you have to know about the system that HealthGevity is based on. I have created this system based on 7 pillars that HealthGevity Nation is based on that. So these 7 pillars, very, very quickly, the first one is entrepreneurship itself, which, okay, I mean, even though some of them are old and obsolete in the age of AI, but still the foundation works. The second pillar is future thinking, which we need to see the future much faster than actually other businesses. So it's very important to know about a lot of the techniques like the backcasting, like scenario planning, and many others, in order to be ready for the fast changing world that we are in. The next one is exponential organization business model, which most of you are familiar with companies like Uber and Airbnb, which they are based on sharing economies and many other attributes, which you can search and learn a lot about this business model, which is important. The next pillar is AI and tech. No business, no community, or no organization can survive in the next 5 to 10 years if they are not utilizing the AI and tech within themselves. The next one is edutainment, which again is a mix of education and entertainment. And this is so important for big organization to bring gamification into themselves, because now we have Gen Z and even Gen Alpha as both employers and clients. So they are totally different from our generation. So we need to really know how to work with them, whether they are an employer or the client. And the next one is the HealthGevity itself, which again, HealthGevity is very broad. And finally, community. So these 7 pillars are the basics of HealthGevity Nation that we are working on. So the next step of my journey was when I was studying a lot of books, but I could not find a book that it tells me from A to Z what to do functionally in my life. That's why I decided to write a book. And this book is based on 12 pillars, which tells us that what to do in our life by life intervention to stay as healthy as possible and prevent many diseases. Again, I'm not going to go into details. We will share the links later with you. You can go and read about it. But anyway, you see here it's a system. It starts with high quality sleep, which is very important, until the end of it. So it's 12 pillars. And the next thing and project that I've started and working with 100 longevity expert is a project or a book that we want to bring attention to the governments, I mean politicians, and almost the academic world, that we need to treat aging like a disease, or even, as David Sinclair says, as a disease, because aging is a kind of disease. So Caging Aging is this project that 100 longevity experts are going to write from their perspective about why and how we should treat aging, and it's treatable just like a disease. So this will be a very great project. I'm sure that very beneficial for everyone. And finally, the project that I've started and I'm writing on that is the first sci-fi book for children about longevity, which is called HealthGevity Planet. I mean, the hero is a 9-year young girl, which is exploring another planet and finds out how to stop aging, and brings all those information to the Earth. And will educate her generation about it. Now, let's get to HealthGevity Nation. Why nation? Why not community? Why not organization? For many years, as I told you, I was trying to find out that how to create a community around myself that they really care about health and longevity, but I couldn't do it. And step by step, by just connecting people to each other, I found out that we need something bigger than just a community. We need a vision so big that everybody, when they hear about it, they see, the passion inside it. So our MTP, or massive transformative purpose, which is one of the attributes of exponential organization business model, is democratizing HealthGevity. So HealthGevity is that system that we want to make people healthy, prevent from diseases, so healthy forever. And this is what we want to do. We want to democratize it. And this democratization can be done by, let's say, by educating people, that later I'll talk about it. We have started from schools. And so basically, it's a nation because we are going to have ambassadors all around the world. As my friend said, Jose, we have passport, even we have flag. If you see, we are going to have parliament, president, all of these things, which later I'll talk about it. So very quickly, the idea of having this HealthGevity Nation started like 4 years ago, and 3 years ago when I met my best friend, Dr. Cordero, we started this organization with some ambassadors, which some of them, they have a very good academic background from nutrition, PhD of biology of aging, or let's say as a longevity expert, actually, they have a good background. At the moment we are talking to you, as you see here, probably, all right, we have 44 ambassadors in 44 different countries and in 7 continents. So our goal is to have one ambassador in each country, and then, of course, in each city. And these ambassadors are going to create their community. And we want to just scale and spread the awareness about longevity. So this is very important goal of us. And as you see on the map, in the past, King, actually, they in order to just expand their territory, their solution was invasion, but our solution is innovation. So we go to different countries by bringing the message of health and healthy lifestyle. So this is important, that everybody should be a part of this nation. And now, what we are doing, and of course, we have already an MVP from a platform that we are working on, that is that we want to have an application that everybody can join. And just like a social media, it has all the features, but at the same time, many, many other features that they can monitor their health based on the tests that they are doing. So this platform will be dedicated just to health and longevity, because, nowadays, a lot of people, they are in different social media, and mostly, maybe except for LinkedIn, you see, negative news and something that really you don't feel well when you see them. That's why in this platform, we are only talking about health, longevity, happiness, the mindset that we have to have for a good life and all of this stuff. And we are inviting hundreds and thousands of experts in different fields. So the next plan that we have, which is very important, for many years, especially recent years, I have seen many people in their LinkedIn profile, they write down, with all respect, with all of them, they say longevity coach or wellness coach, or different kinds of coach. And I have talked to some of them when I see they don't even know about the basics of longevity, which is dangerous. That's why we have decided to have a HealthGevity global program, and we are going to train actually people from different fields. So it's not just another certification, it's a game changer for anyone passionate about longevity. So whether you are a nutritionist, health coach, biohacker, or just someone that loves optimizing health, you can be a part of this program. So we are creating a very comprehensive and hands-on course that doesn't just teach theory, but actually it helps participants to experience the real transformation. And this is important. So whatever they learn, they have to do it in their life. then they can actually tell other people to do it, So we're talking about cutting edge lifestyle intervention, latest longevity tech, biohacking strategies, personalized nutrition and advanced even health tracking and all of them. So we certify these people. And then what we will do is we actually connecting them with high level clients like entrepreneurs, executives, investors, and high profile individuals that are actively, they're looking for personal longevity coaches. So we will have a global, let's say, standards that everybody can trust, because now unfortunately I see that a lot of people they contact with coaches, but they are not getting exactly what they want. The next project that actually we are working on, that is HealthGevity school programs. At the moment I'm talking to you, we are in, let's say, negotiation with GEMS School, which is the largest private school in UAE with more than 45, I think around 48 schools. So imagine, if we could teach kids about longevity, but not in a boring, complicated way, but in a way that it's fun, it's simple, and it's practical. And what if schools didn't just teach math and, history and some boring stuff, but also how to live a healthier and longer life? So this is the thing that we are working on that. And actually, our first workshop is next month in 20th of February in one of the schools that we will definitely announce it later. Anybody who are interested, you can come and actually participate. So we want to bring longevity science into school and teach kids the foundation of health, which is very important for us. So the next thing that we are also working on, that is universities. So we have a vision to bring also longevity science into universities. So most, especially science students, they focus on, unfortunately, traditional fields like medicine, biology, and nutrition, which now is very different from even a few years ago. So longevity is a science that is updating every single day even. So imagine if we could teach the next generation of scientists, doctors, and researchers about the latest breakthroughs in aging, biohacking, or regenerative medicine, even AI driven health. So imagine that what would happen after a generation. So that's our plan. And already, actually, myself have done a few workshops in some universities out of UAE, but now we are in touch with some universities in Dubai and Abu Dhabi to actually bring this science. And it's, we have a plan actually later to launching a full longevity department in universities, in different universities. So we started with Dubai. So the next project that we are working on, that is actually clinics, longevity clinics, that nowadays you hear all around the world, which is good, even though maybe there are some downside of it. But anyway, some people say that, okay, it's very expensive, it's not for everybody, people can't afford that. All right, I agree with that. But if we look at the history, we see everything that now it's available and democratized one day has been just in hand of rich people. Even this, the breakfast that we eat every single day, all right, it was just for the kings and queens 200 years ago. Everybody knows that. Nobody could have a breakfast like this. We can even order it. We don't need to go out, just order it online. And you can have a very amazing breakfast, or just go to a restaurant, right? The mobiles that we have today, it used to cost like $20,000-$30,000. So everything in the beginning is expensive, but later it will become cheaper and cheaper and available for everyone. So the plan is that we want to partner with our ambassadors in different countries, and then try to start the clinics. And already, actually, two of our ambassadors, they have their longevity clinics. So we have Raluca in Romania, which I think tonight is here. And also we have Paulina in Mexico. So they have their longevity clinics, and they are actually working on this. So we are trying to find to actually open a longevity clinic also in Dubai, but in a very different way than many other clinics are working. So the next important part that we are focusing on is the HealthGevity economy. This is very important for us because, we are taking a kind of futuristic approach by integrating our own crypto system. As the world shifts toward the decentralized finance, we believe cryptocurrency will be the backbone of the future economy. So, providing security, transparency, and accessibility, all of the things are important. That's why we are designing our Health G coin so that even we can have different transaction inside the HealthGevity nation or even outside of it. The next initiative that we are working on that, and again, an MVP of it is available, just two versions of it, is a passport. So the idea of passport came when we say nation, okay, we are talking about people regardless of their background, their color, their language, their ideology, whatever they think or wherever they are. We want to bring them all around one big goal, which is health, longevity, happiness, all those great things together so that we enhance the humanity to a higher level. So this passport actually, it's a special, it's a kind of membership for all our ambassadors and citizens and even the longevity focused community. So it will bring a lot of access or features. For example, they can participate in conferences in different countries, or later when we at the moment actually we are working with some clinics, they can go to those longevity clinics and use their services and products, and many more benefits for this. And hopefully in the future, I'm sure that it will be so credible that even you can travel with this to other countries, because I think we'll have borderless world. Okay, here is the picture of me and my friend. Actually, it was a few months ago in Museum of the Future with a passport, and also the books that we had together. So now the next thing that we are working on that, and already I would like to also, Jose, here maybe for 1 or 2 minutes you can talk about it, is the HealthGevity Parliament. So we want to bring together politicians, activists, scientists, to push for a major shift in healthcare, and prioritizing the prevention over treatment, because this is not a healthcare system we have, it's a sick care. Everybody knows that. So what we want, our goal actually, is to advocate for larger government budgets toward proactive healthcare, to fund longevity research, early diagnostic, lifestyle intervention, and cutting edge health technologies. So Jose, please tell me about this. I would like to hear from you, that because I know you nominated yourself for the European Parliament this year. Let's see. Okay, your mic maybe is mute, if you can unmute it. All right, now.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. This is a fantastic presentation, and I think people are getting an overview of all the things that are possible and that will be possible with the participation of everybody here. Talking about politics, yes, I have been a Spanish candidate to the European Parliament, and I proposed the creation of the European Anti-Aging Agency. So I'm very proud of that. I was not elected this time, so I have to wait until the next election. But this is a real possibility because Europe as a whole does not have an anti-aging agency. The USA does have one, Japan has one, China has created one, even Russia, but nothing in Europe as a whole. So that's my goal. And that is why in my event, where Dana will also participate on October 1st and 2nd, which is International Longevity Day, we have this march, this rally through the center of Madrid. Yeah. We go to the National Parliament of Spain, we go to the City Hall of Madrid, and we go to the headquarters of the government of Spain, all in one afternoon. saying that we want to stop aging and that politicians have to do something because this is the biggest issue in the world. We are all dying of aging. You remember COVID, that tiny pandemic? COVID was a very small pandemic, very small. It affected only, in terms of people dying, 0.01%, while 100% of us are dying of aging. That is why it has to be important in politics. So yes, I love the idea of the HealthGevity Parliament, Dana.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, actually, when I think about different ideologies or whatever, like, I don't know, liberalism, capitalism, socialism, they are just apart people and human from each other. The only thing that unites us is ageism, right? As you said, ageism is killing everybody. So we have to get around it, and we have to absolutely do something about it. So yeah, I think I will have just like maybe 3-4 minutes more, and then we can start the conversation. So let me continue. Just a second. All right. Here I'm sharing. So yeah, and when we were thinking about having a parliament, of course, now we think about having a president also, because HealthGevity Nation will be a liberal Democrat country, decentralized, actually, we can say, kind of nation. But again, we need some brave people, which this picture is very beautiful. I like it. Actually, I just gave it to ChatGPT 1.5 years ago, I think, one of the first pictures that I created. And I said, create a picture of the HealthGevity president talking to people. And it created this picture, which is a woman, which is very interesting. And I have to tell you that 60% of our ambassadors are women. And we are so happy that women are so much active. And of course, women know much more, I think, in terms of experience than men about longevity, because, I mean, the result shows everything. They live 5 to 6 years more than men all around the world. So probably they know something that they don't tell us. I don't know. Tonight, I have to ask the women and ladies here that what is the secret? So the next project that we are working on that for the past few months is actually the idea of mixing tourism industry with longevity. So in 2026, which we don't know, maybe in the beginning, middle, or at the end of it, but we are planning to launch a mega project, the world's largest longevity gathering and events in a luxury cruise ship. So imagine, an exclusive journey where, we have the cutting edge science. It meets the breakthroughs with the destination that we are traveling through some countries, or even probably for a few days, it will be fixed somewhere. But anyway, we are inviting clinics, longevity startups, and investors, scientists, even politicians to this event within a week or 10 days. So that they are all actually coming together to redefine the future of health. And this is not another conference, because I personally love whatever is about longevity out there, but sometimes it's boring. I mean, you go to a conference from early morning to night, some people are just talking and you have to sit on the chair. We want to change it. We want to make it interactive so that people have fun. This is very important. That's why we are going to actually have this project. There are a lot of details. We are going to invite the top speakers and experts in the field of longevity to bring the latest knowledge and advancement and development in this field. Also, we will have an exhibition of the latest technologies, and people can, even for one day, they can enter to this cruise ship, and they can visit the longevity clinic that we will establish there. So there are a lot of plans that we have for it that later we can share the details with you. But this is a very ambitious goal that we are working on, that because we believe we need to bring science, because science is for people. It's not only for doctors or scientists themselves, right? It's for everybody. That's why we say democratizing health and longevity, bring it. Okay, and of course, maybe you say that some people, they can't even afford to come to such a luxury place, but all right, we have some other plans for everybody. As I told you, schools, universities, we do a lot of these activities like nonprofit, and so a lot of people will benefit from it. So that's it for now. I mean, we have one or two more things, but it's a surprise because it's just the beginning of it in Dubai, of course. And we will talk about it later. Maybe if it's in your questions, then I'll answer it. So that's it for now. And I would like to hear from you, Jose, if you want to add something, or Andrea, let me know if you want to add something to it.
As we were talking together before starting the meeting, what I like is actually that having different opinions, different perspectives, different backgrounds, everyone can have a special, like adding a value into like the longevity concept. So me as a clinical dietitian and holistic health coach, maybe I see stuff in a different perspective than having someone in the group that is a nurse, for example. So having different backgrounds, different majors will complement each other and it will create something. Maybe they will give an idea, or maybe they will have a new concept that will get us into the longevity in a different way. Because like what I'm seeing now, especially in Dubai, people are more aware of it, but they don't know how to approach it yet because it
Yes.
seems very like different than what they study in university. So having this different approach, different perspective, how we can help each other, how we can implement a new intervention in our daily life. Uh, I think having this community will help each one of us to learn and at the same time help someone else, maybe through a small task or a word or an idea or an opinion. So what I like in this community, and everyone can benefit from it and everyone can put their input, is helping each other. And this is what we are trying to do, is like making a difference in someone's life. Maybe they were struggling with something. Maybe it could be a nutrition problem, a diet problem, or anything, a habit that they cannot break. I don't know, any type of habit. So helping each other through university, through schools, I think this will have a huge impact because in our school before, you go to the university or the school and you learn the same stuff. You graduate learning the same stuff. And during, like later on in life, your experience, maybe something happened, positive or negative, can change your personality. And this is when you start to learn more and put that, how can I say it, impact in someone's life. So changing, for example, in schools, going to schools and helping children and even like parents to help their children in their home to educate them and increase awareness. I think starting from the children is is a huge thing.
Yeah.
And this is what I like in the HealthGevity journey, because like everyone can put something, even if you think it's small,
Yeah.
but can have a huge benefit later on.
Because you know why, Andrea? Because we are thinking so long term, right? I
Yeah,
mean, most of the organization, companies, communities, maybe they think about this year, next year, 5 years. We are thinking about generations,
yeah,
about 20 years, 30, 50 years, 100 years. So this is so important. And that's why we are doing all of those things. And I don't know really, we try to be there to see the result of what we are doing today, but it doesn't matter. Even if we are not there 100 years later, it's okay. It's important what we have done, right? So thank you so much. Jose, anything else? And I would like to actually mention something. Yes, we have Dr. Sue Orlando from United States, our ambassador in Miami, which also she has a clinic. I forgot to tell this one. So Jose, go ahead if you want to share something. If not, I want to ask Linda actually from Finland, that is our late newest ambassador. And I would like to actually ask her about some experience that she has had just maybe in one day by joining the HealthGevity. And of course, she has a very great experience about what they are doing in the field of longevity and the project that they have. So it's really worth to share it with us. So, Jose, go ahead. All right. Sorry, your mic is okay. Now you
Okay.
can, yes. All right.
Yes. Well, first of all, everybody should also read these fantastic books that I was mentioning. Of course, this is the HealthGevity journey, and also he is the futurepreneur. He invented this word, future entrepreneur, futurepreneur. So I think this is important to get into this idea because Dana also talks a lot about exponential organizations. This was one idea we developed at Singularity University with Ray Kurzweil and Peter Diamandis. And HealthGevity has the potential to grow exponentially. And this is our goal also, to grow exponentially. So that is why this cruise ship will only be the first one. And you will be some of the first people getting our passports. And of course, our beautiful t-shirts, because join HealthGevity, enjoy the journey.
Yeah, right. It's a journey actually, and I would like to hear from you also. Longevity is something that we start, and our life will never be the same when we are health aware, when we see that what we can do for our body, for our mind, for our soul, this is so important. Our life will be totally different. So it's just a start. A journey that it will take years and years. So, Linda, go ahead. I want 2 minutes to hear from you, and what you are focusing on actually, and maybe your experience in just one day joining HealthGevity. All right, so let me, unmute it. All right, I'll fix it now.
Perfect. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the presentation and for the inspiring background and idea sharing. I really appreciate it. And I think it's nice that you're bringing people together in this event today. And I'm super happy to be part of this journey and movement, as you said. Me personally, maybe just introduce myself. So I'm the founder and co-CEO of Beyond Sapiens, where we help individuals, mainly change makers, leaders, founders, to really maximize their own human potential by bridging the gap between like biological optimization, which really has a lot of the concepts of longevity, with mental development that dives deeper into emotions, into your own purpose in life. And that way we can really elevate these individuals. So that's what I focus on in my journey. But I'm happy to join your journey as well. And since I think yesterday I was added to the
Yes,
community.
right.
Yes. Yeah. And it has been, for now, I feel the energy coming my way, even though I haven't had the chance to meet most of the people yet, but really already in the chat, I felt so welcomed. And I feel that it's a really good match. And I can only, with this short experience, recommend it for everyone. And I think the mission that you're on is really something that resonates. And I think people who will resonate with your mission are people who think the same way. They have felt somehow maybe misunderstood of like thinking big and seeing these big concepts, but then finding the similarly thinking people and really putting our efforts together to have the biggest impact and to really believe in the collaborative part of bringing impact forward. So yeah, I would say this is my experience, and I am super happy, honored to be.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We have a lot to do, especially in Dubai, because it's becoming kind of hub for the longevity, and another project that we are working on, that is to have a monthly event as a HealthGevity hub. So we bring clinics, people, investor, scientists, doctors, longevity enthusiasts together, so that we have this energy together, because our goal is the same. This is so important. We call it different names, but finally it's the same, right? You can call it whatever you want. But what is important is we want to stop aging. We want to live as healthy as possible. So I think this is something that all we are looking for. All right, so let's go to the Q&A, because already, I think we have 10-15 minutes time. So go ahead, everyone who wants to ask the question, they can unmute themselves or just write it down in the chat. We will answer. Well, we have Javier also. Welcome, Javier, from Abu Dhabi, actually our ambassador there, and with the HealthGevity t-shirt also. So go ahead, anyone. Please let us know if you have any questions to us. Okay.
Also, another ambassador from Venezuela has joined, George from
Yeah.
Caracas. So also good to see
Yeah.
George here. Many people
Sure.
from all over the world.
Yeah, we have
And
also Raluca,
Raluca,
I
of
think.
course,
Yeah, of
Raluca,
course.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
All right, welcome. So I want to actually maybe bring someone that I had a meeting with. I mean, we were about to talk together. Amiri, actually. He's also a doctor from, if I'm not wrong, from Toronto, Canada. So Ali, welcome, and let us know what you think until now, because we didn't have time actually to meet or to talk. But tonight, I think you had an opportunity to get the whole story about HealthGevity Nation, right?
Yes. Hi, everyone, and thank you for having me here. I really enjoyed your presentation, Jose and Dana. Thank you both. And I really respect your mission and the vision that you have. I've known a little bit about your project, HealthGevity, from a couple of months ago, but to have this opportunity to sit here and uh, dive deeper into every topic was really interesting. To give you a little introduction about myself,
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm a lifestyle medicine diplomat and a doctor and actually a certified health coach. I'm really passionate about this issue that we have in the world regarding the chronic disease, especially in the Western world that we're facing. And my focus is actually trying to help people because a lot of people are not really aware of the responsibility and the power that they have, that they can change their own life. And my passion is light in that regard, and I want to empower people to take responsibility and kind of liberate themselves from this idea that nowadays everyone it's okay, like it's like okay for everyone to at some point get some chronic illness, whether it's diabetes, hypertension, or something like that. So that I'm actually an enthusiast for longevity medicine, and I'm quite familiar with the concepts and with the science behind everything. And to have a hub or a vision like your company that trying to put everything together, and especially after I learned about two of those your projects here. One was the education part, which is, I think, pretty important for people to know about everything from the early ages. And the other thing, the health coaching part, because like I said, no matter how much you provide the products or the drugs or the interventions, we need people to take responsibility and feel the power that they can change their habits and their lifestyle, because it's about the mindset, the desire, the change, the habit, and finally the lifestyle. And this I think in this community we have a lot to do, but overall I really thank you for inviting me to this meeting today, and I'm looking forward to learning more about your projects in the future.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, you point out something very, very important, that it's all about the way that you look at a problem, right? Which aging is the biggest problem in the world right now, that all of us actually are faced with problem. Let me tell you something. I think we need to somehow maybe dramatize the thing to people, because as you said, we just take it for granted that we are getting old. We need sometimes a shock. Some people, even when I talk to them, I say we need to consider aging as a disease, and it should be declared actually everywhere, all countries, even WHO. It should be as a disease. Why? Because when it's not a disease and it considered natural, yeah, okay, you don't do anything about it, right? But when you see that as a disease, you start doing something, especially if it's a disease that you can prevent or intervene, you can do something about it. Let me give you an example. If we tell it like this, I think, and people understand the depth of the tragedy, then they will start thinking about it. I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, unfortunately, there was an airplane crash in Washington, D.C. Everybody heard about it. 60, 70 people, unfortunately, died, right? Imagine every single day that you get up in the morning, you turn on your TV, and the TV says, unfortunately, yesterday, 5,000 airplanes crashed. And in each airplane, 200 people were there and they were killed, which is 100,000 people. This is the same number that we have every single day, not a month, not a year. Every single day, we lose 100,000 people because of aging related diseases. So imagine what would happen to people. People wake up, oh, really? 5,000 airplane just crashed and 100,000 people died? Because unfortunately, this is sad that when people die in lower number, even if it's one person, it's tragedy. But when it becomes more, it becomes statistics, right? I mean, when 10 people die, everybody pays attention and say, wow, 10 people died in an accident. But if we say 100,000 people died with something like aging or diseases, well, it becomes statistics. It does not shock anyone. So this is a problem in the way that we are looking at aging. And I think we need to push more and more and tell people that this is serious. I mean, just the last week, there was, I mean, like $500 billion budget for AI. What if we had the same money for aging? We could just cure it probably in a decade or 10 years. So this is what we actually committed in HealthGevity Nation, to raise the awareness among public, among people who even don't have academic background, and then about academics, and then politicians and celebrities and everyone in the world. We should tell them this is priority. Nothing is more important than stopping aging because it's killing all of us. All right. So anybody else, any questions? We are ready to answer if you have anything to share. I would like to actually, Raluca, maybe if anyone has a question they can ask, but share a little bit of your background from the few months that you started your longevity clinic in Romania. So tell us maybe a little about it, how everything is going on there. So just unmute yourself and... All right.
Better now.
Yeah, right. Okay, go ahead.
Nice to meet you, everyone.
Yeah, same here.
I present myself. My name is Raluca. I have a background in genetics. I founded with my husband the biggest network in genetics and epigenetics here in Romania. And after this 16 years, we launched the first longevity clinic. Of course, based on our experience on genetics, but also we have in our clinic different types of doctors. And we have special programs for longevity for each category of age, for especially for 48 for people who are in burnout, because in Romania many people of 40 plus are exhausted, and
Right.
they need help, not only from medical specialists, but also from psychologists. And we have special tests for this. And after we have a diagnosis, we establish a nutrition program for them, a program for better sleep with some devices and monitoring, as you know.
Right.
And we have like a 6-month or 1 year program for each individuals to be in a better shape and to reach their goals, because everybody wants to change something. Maybe some people want to have kids, Some people want to relax more, and some of them want to be more productive at their jobs.
Right.
That's why they need help. And they came to our clinic and they received this kind of programs. And also we have a division on nutraceuticals, products, and skinceuticals or cosmeceuticals. And we can provide them also the vitamins based on epigenetic tests. So this is our activity, and I can wait to come and visit us, Dana and Jose.
Sure, absolutely. Yes.
Here in Romania, you will love it, I'm sure.
Sure, definitely. Definitely we'll make a plan to visit there. All right. So I would like to
And nice to meet you,
Yes.
all
nice
of
to meet
you.
all. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we have another new ambassador, Dima, right, from Bahrain, which also I had a nice talk with her. So yeah, 1 minute, Dima, go ahead. Tell us a little bit maybe more about yourself. Yeah, you can just unmute yourself, your mic. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't allowed.
Sorry, again.
Sorry,
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Can you do that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yes.
It was very nice meeting you, Dina, in Dubai that time. I'm also based in Abu Dhabi. I'm working for a wellness clinic in called LifeCore, focused on longevity as well. And actually, something interesting that I'd like to share in Arab Health Conference, I did attend the wellness section, and there was a lot of statistics on the growth of the longevity market. They had a beautiful panel, 2 panel discussions talking about how to integrate it into healthcare systems and to unify the practices and come up with standard operating procedures worldwide. One of the international organizations was that they discussed was the International Institute for Longevity. So they're trying to also they have a think tank. They're trying to unify the research, the academic side, and all these things. So that would be something that definitely should be a goal of ours to sort of unify the practices, because the patients, first of all, they need the education, and secondly, they get lost as to what is the focus of that clinic, because we're having the functional clinics, the aesthetic clinics, and there's the longevity. I mean, there's a wide range of services that are being offered. So of course, they also discussed making it affordable and mainstream, because this is a challenge now for everyone, because many of the longevity treatments are very expensive and not for the main.
Right.
So first of all, I just want to salute you for this lovely worldwide initiative and all the wonderful ideas. Some futuristic, but I think some very implementable, especially also taking it from younger generations all the way to university level. So I applaud you for all this wonderful work. We are happy. I'm happy to support in any way and collaborate and make sure we really transfer it to everyone over here. So I wish you all luck, Dr.
Thank you.
Donna, and very nice to meet everyone here as well and to put our minds together. So I'll be in contact also with the ambassador of the UAE, and then we'll see how we can put our efforts together.
Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody else if has anything to say? If not, thank you so much. Andrea, yourself, if you have, Jose maybe, or Javier, do you want to say something from Abu Dhabi? Go ahead. Yeah, just all right. Now you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clearly.
Yeah, so I'm extremely excited to see, how we're growing in terms of a nation, right? And, basically for me, it's a recent start, when in the Future Forum, I finally made one of my idols and now became my good friend, Jose Luis Cordeiro, right? And definitely my brother, Dr. Dana, right? So I think it was like it's more like a family. You see, I mean, it's a nation that becomes a
Yes.
family. We're driven by the same interests. We're driven by the same heartfelt, eagerness of becoming, longer than our limitations, right? And my particular focus, and again, I'm finding my mission, and if I have to state it into one single sentence, will be connecting, humanity back to nature, and that's one of the sources of longevity too, right? So definitely, body, taking care of our body, our spirit, our mind, our emotions. Going back to nature, and of course, I mean, all the technology, biotech, and the things we're developing together, right? So there are so many focus we can give, and I see, we are so unique in this community. Each one of us is driving something very special, and I think we're gonna grow exponentially, right? So after
Yeah.
the Future Forum, we went to expand, and it was a perfect combination of focus, right? And I think having Jose coming visiting us next week, it is for me, it's a compelling event to definitely push on that energy and that exponential growth. I think all the circumstances, all the planets are aligned, like we saw a couple of
Yeah.
weeks back, right? So
Right.
thank you
Yeah.
for
Thank you.
this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Jose, final word.
Yeah, I am so excited to be with all of you. We are pioneers, we are visionaries, we are changing history, and we are changing the future. This is the most noble cause that we can dedicate our lives to. That is why Dana, myself, and all of you are joining this beautiful effort to cure aging, which is the most horrible thing that happens. And it's the biggest cause of suffering in the planet. So join, the journey with HealthGevity. And those of you who are in Dubai or nearby, hope to see you next Friday after Dana and myself, we go to Riyadh to the Evolution Foundation. Biggest announcement also with the $101 million prize. Maybe we will even try to participate. That could be fantastic. But anyway, we are here for the most beautiful cause, which is to stop aging, to cure aging, and to reverse aging. So I like to say always, my friends, as you can see, Trekkie from Star Trek, live long
Yes.
and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone. And remember to bring all your friends to join HealthGevity and enjoy this journey together. Thank you so much and have a nice day and night. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.